Top picture, me and my dad in the Marine Corps. Bottom picture, me and my mom in the Army. I served in the Marine Corps and the Army. That's the way I planned it. Not really, but that's the way it worked out. It is November 20th, 2024. Well, here I am, my third video of the year on VA disability. I said I wouldn't do another one, but I'm just breaking my own commandment, right? Not a big issue. So July 11th, 7/11 day is the day I found out I was disabled. 10% tinnitus and 0% hearing. Also in that video, I said I had a flat feet appointment. So that came back. Now I'm at 40% disabled. Now, one thing, there's a lot of steps to get this, like at least 8 steps. And one of them is you have to see a C&P, you have to do a C&P exam, which is a physician. You have to go see a doctor. It's a compensation and pension exam. Either the VA does or they contract it out. And they look at you and then they do their little thing to the VA and it all comes around. I am so happy that all my records are in the computer now, upgraded. That's the thing I said in the first video. I was like, I'm just so surprised I have this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just wouldn't expect it. You hear the horror stories. But they also had my records, the flat feet, all that stuff. So it's great. So 40%. So I used to get $175 a month. Now I get $774 a month. That's over $9,200 a year. Quite a big difference. Now, one thing I hope for someone watching this that gets Social Security right now, or Social Security disability, I think goes in line with that. I'm not sure about the disability part, the civilian side of Social Security. But hopefully, in the next couple years, Social Security will not be taxed anymore. And so if you get $1,000 of Social Security right now, that's what you get, $1,000, not $700. That's gonna make quite a difference for a lot of people. But military disability, no taxes, so it's great. $774 straight. So there's a little tiers on the disability, little things you get more. So like once you hit 30% for VA disability, you get direct hire on the spot for some federal agencies, if you're qualified, of course. 10-point preference for some federal agencies. That's at the 30% mark. And also at the 30% mark, if you have dependents, you get $100, $200, $300 more. I don't think it's $300, but a little bit more extra for dependents. But I don't have any, so it's all good. So, one thing in the second video, I did the Freedom of Information Act in September. I still haven't got that. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about the situation I'm going to tell you about too much, but there was a time in the military I was evac from a helicopter. Okay. In the field, we're doing training exercises. I was in a Humvee and flipped on its side. I'm hoping those records are in my service record from the Freedom of Information Act. I'm hoping that could open up potentially some more wounds and some more disability percentage for me, but I'm not going to go into detail what that is. At least at this point. I probably won't in the future either. I gotta keep some of my health records private, right? But who knows? I might completely change my mind into that again. But I'd like to thank my dad for getting me involved in this. He was really the driver. Like I said in those other videos, I really didn't want to go for this. But, he started his military disability later in life, too, much later. And he's obviously 100%. And I'm going to go see him this holiday and see him in person and thank him for pushing me to get my VA disabled benefits, for sure. And there's other people too, other veteran friends or just friends that said, it's not welfare, Eric, go get it, and so I finally did. And obviously I'm grateful because I could potentially get $774 a month for the rest of my life. I'm super happy that's going to help me in so many ways. obviously. So I'm going to play a video from my dad. It's the Billy Joel song, and I'm going to read the lyrics here, explain a little bit of it. Good night, Saigon. We met as soulmates on Paris Island. Now, Paris Island, like when I was a teenager, I heard this song. I was like, what's Paris Island? Out in Paris? You don't know. I mean, obviously, most of you know what Paris Island. Well, maybe you don't. Paris Island is the Marine Corps boot camp, and the Marine Corps, unlike most of the services, I think the Navy only has it in Chicago now. I don't know. And they used to have in San Diego. I think that was closed down. But anyway, Marine Corps boot camp, you can only go two places: Paris Island, South Carolina, or you go to San Diego, California. The rule that I've always understood it to be, if you're on the west side of the St. Louis Arch, you go to California, San Diego, for boot camp. If you're on the east side of the St. Louis Arch, you go to Paris Island. Both are Marine Corps boot camps. I went to San Diego, and so did my dad. I graduated on the same place he did.